17 December 2010 marks the start of uprisings in Tunisia in which people protested against corruption, poverty, and political repression. These uprisings in Tunisia were the start of a series of uprisings in the Middle East and Africa, known as the Arab Spring. These uprisings in Tunisia alone are otherwise known as the Jasmine Revolution. So, what happened on that 17th day of December? Mohamed Bouazizi was a 26-year-old street vendor selling fruit from a cart. However, he did so without a permit, which was not unusual. Officials had repeatedly confiscated his cart and asked for bribes. It had happened many times before, yet on this day he could not handle it any longer. He protested by setting himself on fire outside the municipality's office. It is told he did so after screaming, "How do you expect me to make a living?" out loud. This angered the citizens, and however protests were unusual, this act inspired many to turn to protesting. The government responded in the only way they knew how, by fighting back with law enforcement. The use of firearms was not common in Tunisia, yet they were used during the protests. Dozens of protesters were killed during this time. Accusations arose about the violence used, and President Ben Ali dismissed the Minister of the Interior, and he vowed to research the government's response towards the ongoing crisis. However, the relation between the protesters and the law enforcement did not improve, and clashes continued and spread further. Once reached the capital, the government sent out troops to control the protesters. President Ben Ali could not suppress the rioting and went on TV on the 13th of January as he promised not to run for presidency again in 2014. He also promised to reduce food prices, to loosen restrictions on internet use, and vowed to order law enforcement to stop using guns. The protesters were not satisfied and kept protesting, and a few more individuals died. This led to a state of emergency on the 14th of January, which led to the government to dissolve. The unrest remained, and on the 14th of January of 2011, President Ben Ali resigned and fled to Saudi Arabia. By the summer of 2011, the ruling party under Ben Ali, the RCD, had been dissolved and suspended and banned from political participation. Tunisia's secret police force has been dissolved, and charges have been filed against the former President Ben Ali by the Ministry of Justice, and protests have wound down. On the 23rd day of October, elections were held, and the party which was banned under the Ben Ali regime came out as the winner. On the 12th of December, Monsef Marzouki, who is a human rights activist, became the first democratically elected president of Tunisia.